What's going on, comrades? It's your Supreme Leader Aaron here, and today for Outside the Box, I'm unboxing my recent haul that I actually did with my good buddy Dondi over at L.A.G Gaming. Now, this is a haul that I've been wanting to show off. I was going to show it off last week, but I had already filmed the content for last week, so I was like, well, I'll save it for this week because it's a really cool haul. I've got a few items here that I really want to show off. Stuff that, like, my buddy Dondi even found while we were out there that he was like, you know, I kind of want it, but I don't want it. I even have one thing here from, like, the post haul that I did at our local Walmart, which, by the way, is not really well stocked. Walmart, come on. Get yourself together. But I've got a few items here. We went to Target in Summerville, South Carolina, which is about an hour from where I live. It's kind of like the only Target in my area. So I was really excited to do this. So let's go ahead and get everything out of the box, and let's get started showing off. So first off, I had to get this guy. This is the McFarlane DC Multiverse Azrael Batman armor, and it's from the Curse of the White Knight comic. I love the fact that there's a little picture in the back. I do have another series I'm going to be doing here, and I might do this as a live. I might do a live stream of my unboxing of this one, which is the Build-A-Fig Merciless Batman Wave. Where'd I put them? Oh, I got my nippers here. I'll just use them because they're pretty sharp. Got my little Gundam nippers because I, usually work on both videos in the same day. Kind of just saves me. Oh, there's my scissors right there. They were right by Wargreymon. Wargreymon keeps all my stuff protected for me. He's like my best guardian. And one of my dogs has decided they want to talk the whole time. You gotta love dogs. They really do carry on. They have such interesting personalities. Right off the rip, I love the background of this box. I'm gonna bring that a little closer so y'all can kind of see it. Just the detail on that background is really cool, and I hate that I'm gonna have to damage that, but McFarlane really doesn't put a whole lot of space for you to do much in. Alright, let me grab the nipper here, and I want to make sure not to cut the figure. That's why I'm using the nippers. I'm going for this little rubber band here. And they've got his foot taped in. Now that's weird. They use tape for the foot, but the body itself is pretty much banded in and into plastic. Okay, his cape is actually... I wonder if that cape comes off, because I'm a little worried about how they got him packaged in there. Alright. So, one of the cool things is I've never seen Batman with a sword, but this one comes with a pretty big, claymore, or two-hander sword. This almost feels like a claymore, just because it's got the extra leather around the hilt, around the blade there. Not really a big expert on swords, but I mean, I know a little bit, because I used to be big into swords and stuff as a kid. Alright, I gotta figure out how to get him out of the packaging here without damaging the cape. I imagine that cape might come off okay. This is gonna be fun getting him out of this, so let me kind of get him out of the packaging and I'll show him off. Okay, so right off the rip, we get this wonderful little artwork right here, and I love the way this is designed. I want it to focus, but I don't know how well my camera's going to really focus on that. But it comes with that wonderful piece of artwork here. Here I'm gonna show you all the figure in detail. One of the things that kind of creeped me out was his leg right here. This leg right here was kind of kicked forward a little bit, and that was in the packaging. That was how it came in the packaging. So I don't like the way the packaging's set up. It's a really huge figure, really hefty figure too. I love the weight on that. But he comes with his sword. I'm trying to see what hand you can put the sword in. I mean, I would imagine this hand works well for him, being that that's more open. However, I mean, it does it can go in either hand. But okay, I might have to just leave it in that hand. I don't see any kind of real place you can put the sword on the figure other than there. Maybe you can kind of hide it behind the cape there. But here's a good detailed look at it. I mean, that cape looks really good. It's like a poly resin, almost like a rubber, like a poly material. I love the design of the armor. I love the spikes here. I'll bring that closer so you can kind of see. I mean, he's got some nice little spikes here. Joint wise, he really has I almost lost it and almost dropped my mic on. I almost knocked my mic over. his joints are, his shoulder joint is real loose there. They're ball joints, typical ball joints, you know, just loose. Head's on a swivel, but that swivel's not going to move too much. Helmet is kind of in place, so you're not going to get his helmet, you're not going to get his mask off. But altogether, I mean, this is a really nice figure. I like the design of this. This is super cool. It comes with, of course, you know, all McFarlane toys come with a stand, so that's really cool. Gotta make sure I protect that card, because that's really cool. So I'm gonna put him back. I'm gonna put him off to the side right there. And we're gonna go ahead and get to our next thing here, which is... let's show off the next figure, which is this Mortal Kombat by McFarlane. Now, this is one of my favorite characters from Mortal Kombat. This is Sub-Zero. So, I found this at Target in their NECA land, as my buddy Sleeping Collectibles calls it, over in NECA land, and I love going into stores that have like a NECA section, because NECA really makes some good like collectibles compared to, like, you know, cheap toys for kids. You know, this is more like, you know, your adult collectibles section. Alright, so we got that cut. Now, packaging wise, the box is a very plain Jane yellow. There's no artwork in the box whatsoever, so I'm not really worried about saving that or showing that off. If I can get the packaging out, that would be even better, but it's kind of there. It comes with with the traditional figure stand. Easiest way to get that out is just bend the packaging. But there's the stand right there. Kind of has that nice little, you know, Mortal Kombat text on it. I'm gonna set that over there with my other stands. He comes with some pretty cool accessories here. And let's get him out of this clear plastic hell that he's in. I really wish they would find other ways to package figures, because I mean, this is, I don't like clear plastic to begin with, because it's just, it can bend your toys so badly. And on top of that, I'm a little bit of a stickler for non-plastic stuff. I really don't like plastic packaging, because for one, like I said, it can bend the props, or even the figure itself. It can damage if it gets bent, forcing it out. Alright, and I dropped something, so I'm having to use my toes, which it's weird. Like, growing up, I learned how to use my toes like my hands almost. No injuries or anything, just did it because I was lazy and didn't want to bend down. But that's a cool fact you learn about me. Right off the rip, same kind of joint design. I like the I call it like the eye cap for Gundam. Yeah, the eye polycap Gundam kind of joint there on the arm. It gives a little more posability. And as you can see, I've got one of his props in my hand here. He has two daggers that are kind of like formed into place. One of them was bent by being left in the plastic, which kind of, again, I don't like that too much. His color design on here is a little more purple. Like, it's not a blue like I'm used to seeing Sub-Zero. Did Sub-Zero have a color palette change? Did he go purple? I remember him being almost like a dark blue, almost like an icy blue in most of his. But I mean, it looks blue on the camera here, but he looks more purple in the lighting. And even the items he carries are like the same color here. Now, forcing the skull in his hand's gonna be fun. His hands are really, they're on a ball. They feel like they're on a ball and swivel kind of deal, almost like a ball peg combo. And I'm afraid that I'm gonna pop that loose, and then I won't be able to get it back in there. But you can kind of pose him with this, you know, skull that he can kind of like. You can kind of force it into his hand there. It's not perfect, but I mean, that's still pretty cool. I like the way that looks. He also comes with two axes here, which I'm gonna put one in his hand right now. Two ice axes, which look really cool. I've got to go back and I've got to play this one, because I think this is Mortal Kombat 11. Where's the box at? Yeah, Mortal Kombat 11. So I haven't played as this Sub-Zero. The last one I stopped at was Mortal Kombat X or 10. You know, however you want to say it. I always called it Mortal Kombat X. Okay, it's just not going to go in his hand right now. But was trying to force the axe into his hand here, but it's just really thick. There it goes. Just gotta kind of force it and then bring it up a little. Well, that's too far up, but anyway, as you can see, that's I'll pose him with one of the axes here. He comes with 2 of those, which is really cool. And I love the sculpt of this. It looks really cool. Again, I wish McFarlane would just go the extra mile and just give some hand movement there, like some tight joints to kind of play with. But that's still a really nice figure. I like that. Next up, I was super excited to find this bad boy in the NECA section as well. And I've seen these bunnies. And it's from Alien. It's the Alien bunny, and it comes with a little rabbit's foot kind of deal. You know, like the old 1970s and early 80s collectible, the Lucky Rabbit's Foot that you can get from like local gas stations and stuff like that. Little novelty things. They were never really made out of a rabbit's foot, but I always thought they were pretty cool. So here it is in its entirety, and I'll go ahead and show y'all. I want to say this one, does it glow in the dark? I don't think it glows in the dark. But it kind of has that, it looks just like the Alien there. They have the little dorsals painted on the back there. There's his tail. And he's going to stay right up here on the set with me. And there is the little rabbit's foot keychain that you get with it. I think that's super cool. I love the fact that they do this. So I'm going to try to find a way to kind of like keep all that close together for right now. Just, you know, out of the, or, you know, it's really cool. I like that. That was super cool. I wish more toys were like that. Next up, we have this Mr. Freeze Funko Pop. Now, Mr. Freeze is one of my favorite villains from the Batman series. I always thought he was kind of cool. I always liked his backstory. You know, he was driven to do his crimes because of his, you know, the loss of his wife. And this is the Batman and Robin series Mr. Freeze. So it's not the original Mr. Freeze like you're used to seeing, or the Mr. Freeze from someone messaged me about something that happened on YouTube. I'm not really willing to talk about that on here. But look at that. I mean, that is a really cool look at Mr. Freeze. I love the fact that it's got like this blue metallic look to it. So it kind of shimmers a little more than like a normal Funko Pop. And I love the suit design. This is very much the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mr. Freeze that we see in Batman and Robin, which kind of got a bad rap as a movie. I mean, bat nipples, come on. that was really not a good choice for designing your character. But I saw this, and this was the last item I had to pick up because I was really on the fence about getting it, and I was like, you know what? I almost put back the Azrael too, but I was like, no. Me and Dondi came all this way to go hunting. We're going to do something. We're going to get something good. Didn't record the hunt though, because we were just, I don't know, neither one of us felt like recording that day. Finally, the last thing I have here. Now, I got this at Walmart after we got done, and I got this during my time of trying to get a hold to the Merciless figs that I'd gotten. I had a really nice week, and that really took, and I had like no bills, so I was able to splurge a little. No, I can't do that this time, so next couple of videos might be a little dry. Just warning y'all. Alright. So, this is one of the Mission Fleet series of figures. I have not seen these Mission Fleets, so I'm tearing it out of the box before really showing it to you. But I got this Boba Fett here, and I'm a big fan of Boba Fett. I'm a big fan of Mandalorians, like everything like that. Alright, I've never seen the Mission Fleet stuff, so I'm brand new to this stuff. It's kind of new to me, like I've never heard of it. I'm looking to see if it tells me anything here. This is just kind of manufacturer's information, like little warning paperwork they give you now about don't swallow the toy. Choking hazard. Tells you who made it and what customer services you can call. Okay, doesn't matter. But again, he's another tiny figure in a. He's almost built like, and I don't know if you've ever seen these, but the Mega Constructs figures that you get, they kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Only instead of being like Lego pieces or like Mega Block pieces. So first off, he comes with his backpack, you know, with his traditional jetpack. So you can have him jetpacking it out there. It looks really cool. I mean, there's a lot of good detail on that figure. But you could probably take, it looks like you can take the backpack off, which you can. So there goes his backpack with his cape. And if you've ever wondered what Boba Fett looked like without the backpack on, There you go. There you go. So you can now take his Ultra Pack here. And he comes with his blaster, which is really cool. I love the E11. I think it's the E11, isn't it? I actually have like a Disney toy version of this. Alright, come on, Boba. Do your thing. Do your thing, Boba. Do your thing, Boba. Firmly grasp it. In the words of Patrick, firmly grasp it. It's just not one. There it goes. It's a little bit more flimsy than like the rest of the toy. But here he is with that super backpack on. And I just want to show that up a little bit closer there. It looks really cool. And altogether, it really works well with the figure. You can put the blaster in his hand there. You can have him kind of like posing with this. That looks really cool. I like the design of that. I've never seen something like this, so this is kind of cool. I love the way that looks. I love the way that feels. You can turn the wings too. And oh, I see what it's supposed to remind you of. Who else is getting Slave 1 vibes off of this? After I turned the wings, it's all that? Yeah, that's totally Slave 1. You can turn the wings either way. And they have these little grips here. That's cool. I like that. That's really cool. But yeah, it's a total Slave 1 nod there with his backpack. So I think that's really cool. And I think that there are other figures with this. I'm going to have to start collecting this series. They're not expensive. They're only like $7 or $8 a pop. So definitely well worth the money. I like that. That's really cool. But anyway, that's the haul there, guys. That was a really fun little collection there. I'll go ahead and start cleaning up a little bit here, but I want to show off I'll have to say that right now my favorite figure out of all of this that I got is a tie between this Sub-Zero here, because I really love the way this looks. This is a cool Sub-Zero. I'm a little bit, I don't know, the purple just isn't doing it for me as far as that goes, but I mean, other than that, still a good figure, and I'm not going to complain. You know, that was a good figure to find there. Considering the fact me and Dondi had walked around that store a couple of times, and there really wasn't anything like significant there. I was looking for the stands and stuff like that, and they were under my phone. I forgot to take my phone out of my pocket, but let's get all that in there. Whoa, about almost fell over. And I really like this Azrael Batman. That is like one of my favorite figures right there. Again, I love the McFarlane toys. I love toys in general. It's always cool to get like a cool figure like that, so it was cool. I did like the bunny here as well with its little rabbit foot. And I like the Mr. Freeze here. This Mr. Freeze is really cool, and it's not a bad little Funko Pop. But altogether, that's the haul right there, guys. That's it for today's video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Discord. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of today's unboxing or what you'd like to see me unbox next. Y'all can click on that bell icon. That's going to keep you up to date with what we're doing, when we're doing it, and all that jazz. Check the links in the description for all my awesome friends and their awesome works. And also check out our merch shop where you can go out and support us. You know, every little bit helps out the channel, so go out and support us. Check out the link to our affiliate No Name Nerd, where you can get some awesome merch for not bad pricing, and use the coupon code Kouldbaynegames to get a discount of up to 10% off. So that's the channel name as a coupon code for a discount. But anyway, comrades, thank y'all so much for watching. Much love, and das vidanya.